hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean, yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, October 2nd. It is the very first Friday and payday for me for the month of October. I just got done doing my weekly check-in. So if you guys have not checked that video out, go ahead and do so. So now I'm going to sit down and do my paycheck to paycheck budget check-in, as well as stuff my cash envelopes and my sinking funds. So if you guys are interested in watching me take care of my weekly budgeting, please stay tuned. If you guys haven't noticed, I am back in the coil planner. This is the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner, 7x9. And I did get the rose gold coil, which I thought was super cute. And it is the neutral color scheme, which I love. You cannot get the neutral in the binder, and then the coiled planner is more compact than the binder, even though the pages are the same. The binder itself is a lot bigger than the coiled planner. So just a few things that I really liked about it, so that is the reason that I switched. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into my paycheck to paycheck budget for the first week of October. So as always, we're going to start with my income. And while I'm talking and writing, or I guess writing, if you are interested in any of the stickers that I have here, go ahead and check out my online shop, which is www.moreyjune.com. That I will list down in the description below, but I have all of these stickers listed on there, as well as some cute other stuff, so go ahead and check that out. So my full-time job, I got paid today. It is a fixed amount of $520. So we'll put that there, and then my part-time job is also a fixed amount, which is $215. So we'll go ahead and add those two together, which gives us a total of $735 for the week. So that is what I am going to be working with. I have a terrible unbalanced desk right now, and it's kind of driving me crazy. Every time I put my arm down, it shifts to another side, so I might have to fix that. As you guys can see, I do not use any online income to budget my weekly expenses for, and that's just because online income is variable. I've explained this several times, but if you guys are new, I don't like to use that because I want to know that if my online income stops for whatever reason, or maybe I get less this week than I had planned on getting, or that I did get in the past, I want to know that I can cover all of my expenses and whatnot with my fixed incomes, and then my online income I use for savings, debt snowball payments, business expenses, and that type of stuff. I did have somebody ask if I ever have to use online income for personal reasons, and of course I do. If I have some unbudgeted expenses, that will a lot of times come out of there, because I do use my online income also as a small cushion in my checking account. So yes, I do use it occasionally if I have to. I'm definitely not opposed to doing that. I would rather do that if I were able to than cut back on some of my sinking funds. But you can also cut back on sinking funds, you know, if something came up and you need more income for the week too. So anyways, we're working with $735 for the week. I am going to go ahead and start with my expenses. I'm going to go ahead and get those written down. So the first one is Capital One. This is a credit card of mine. It's actually two combined credit cards, both Capital One, and that weekly that amount is $39.20. This amount is a weekly amount. I get paid every Friday, so what I do is I take my monthly bill of whatever it is, so say rent is $200, I take that and I divide that by how many paychecks I will receive in that month, and that is the weekly amount that I set aside for that bill. That way when the bill comes due, I already have 4 weeks worth of that paycheck, or 4 weeks worth of that bill's amount, and I have the whole amount to pay, but it didn't all come from one paycheck, if that makes sense. The next is PayPal, and that one is $7 for the weekly amount. Next is my car. See, like this one here, my weekly amount on my car is $153, and that is because the monthly amount is $612. So if I had to take $612 from this amount all in one lump sum, that would not leave me with much left over. So I like to divide it by the weeks that I get paid, and then use that so it's not all coming out of one paycheck. Next would be rent. Rent is $50. And then we have my daughter's tumbling, which the weekly amount is $16.25. And then I have Hulu, which is our TV service, and that's $14.75. And then last is Verizon, which is what we use for cell phones, and that weekly amount is $29. So I'm going to go ahead and add all of these amounts up. So we have $39.20 plus 7 plus 153 plus 50 plus 16.25, 14.75, and then 29. So we're at $309.20. So that is what I have coming out of my paychecks this week for expenses. Next, we will move down to cash envelopes. I have 3 cash envelopes which consist of gas, spending, and groceries. I fill those every week, and then I take them with me in my billfold, as those are the 3 that I use on a week or really daily basis sometimes. So groceries, I do $80 every week. Gas gets $45, and spending, I allocate $40. So we'll add these up, which is $165 for cash envelopes. And then next we'll move to my favorite category, which is sinking funds. And this is super exciting. I added in 4 sinking funds for the first week of October, so I now have 10 sinking funds that I am currently filling every week. So these first 6 are ones that I have been filling for a while now. So school tuition, and I do $10 in that one. And then back to school gets $20. Car insurance is $35. Car maintenance gets $10. Christmas, almost forgot how to spell Christmas for a second, is at $100. And then vacation, I do $20. And then these next 4 are all new, so they will not have any cash in them yet. The first one is household, and that one will do $15 every week. Kids will be $20, and household I will use for like household type things. So groceries, I have been using my grocery budget to cover like toilet paper, paper towels, stuff like that. So now this is what this household sinking fund will be used for. Kids will be anything relating to my kids. If they wanted to do like an activity, you know, that'll come out of there. Or if they have a field trip and need to take money for something, or I need to pay something, that'll come from there. If they need a new pair of gloves for the winter or anything like that, anything that they would need will come out of this envelope if I have enough at that time. Next will be personal care, and this one I use for haircuts as well as getting my eyebrows waxed, and that one I'm going to do $5 every week. And then medical, I will also do $5. So I'm going to go ahead and add up my sinking fund amounts for the week. So we have 10, 20, 35, 10, 100, 20, 15, 20, 5, and 5. So we have $240 that I will get out for cash for sinking funds. So now the next thing that I do is I take all 4 categories here and I total them down here to break down my paycheck. So we have our income category, and then we have expenses, followed by cash envelopes, and then last we have sinking funds. So my income for the week was $735. Expenses came in at $309.20. Cash envelopes were $165. And sinking funds were $240. So I am going to go ahead and we'll add up our 3 expense type categories first. So we have $714.20. And so that leaves us with $20.80 left over for the week. So out of my $735, I have $20.80 left over of that paycheck, which will just sit in my checking account either as a cushion or it'll go towards a debt snowball or savings or whatever it may be. One thing that I did mention in my weekly check-in video that I just did is I have started putting money aside every Friday for savings. I do already have my $1,000 emergency fund saved up, but I wanted to add more into that every week. So starting this last Friday, I am doing $80 a week. That is actually pulling from my online income source, which is why you do not see it anywhere in my paycheck budget, but it's coming from that online income. So as you guys can see, I just have my cute little piggy bank there for $80 that came out of there. Okay, so now I am going to set up my envelopes and my cash, and then we will get into stuffing the cash envelopes. Alright, I got everything set up, so we're going to go ahead and start stuffing the envelopes. I always start with my cash envelopes first, so we'll go ahead and start with gas. Gas, I had nothing left in that one, and gas I am allocating $45 to. So we'll go ahead and get $45 and put that in my gas envelope, and that one will be ready for next week. And then next is spending. I do have some left over after doing my weekly check-in. We have $8 left over, so I'm going to set that to the side for now, and you'll see what I do with that at the end. Spending gets $40. So we'll go ahead and go get that in there, so that one is ready. Then last is groceries. I had nothing in groceries. I actually went over budget on groceries a little bit, which if you watch my weekly check-in video, you'll see that I took money from my spending envelope to cover what I went over. But we'll do $80 into groceries for this week, so that is set up, and then these will go back into my billfold for the upcoming week. So next I'm going to go ahead and get into my sinking funds, which is in my handy dandy little binder here. So the first one that we'll do, we will go ahead and do car maintenance. Last week this one had $130, so we'll count this, make sure it's still accurate. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 110, 120, 130. And then car maintenance gets 10, so I'll add another 10 into that, which will put us at 140 for the week. I did not spend anything out of that one. So I just, on my trackers, I like to write the date, how much money I'm either adding or taking out, and what the end balance is. Next is car insurance. Last week we were at 140, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 110, 120, 125, 30, 35, 40. We're going to add in 35. So that will leave us at 175, I believe. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. So 175 for car insurance. It was on the wrong envelope. And that will be to pay for my car insurance from January to July of 2021. As I pay a 6-month, I pay 6 months at a time. So next is Christmas. Christmas last week was at 400, so 1, 2, 3, and then 20, 40, 60, 81. We're going to add in $100, so that will put us at 500 for the week. So again, the date, adding in 100. I'm not exactly sure yet when I will start Christmas shopping. I have to get the list from my kids of what they want. I don't even know what they want yet. Household will be next. Again, this is a first time that I'm stuffing this one, so it's going to get 15, and there is currently nothing in that one. So this will be the first transaction, so we're adding in 15, and so our total balance right now is $15. Same with kids, nothing there. This one is going to get 20, so we will get that added in there, and then we'll note that first transaction, and ending with 20. Currently not doing that one. Medical, nothing there, but we're going to start with 5. So I'll add 5 into that one. And then back to school. Last week we were at 80. 20, 40, 60, 80. This one gets 20. So we will be at $100 in our back to school envelope. 10, 2, adding in 20, which will put us at 100. Personal care, this will be the first time stuffing this one, and this one we are doing 5. That in there. 10, 2, adding in 5, total of 5. School tuition, last week was at 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. And in this one I do 10. So we'll put that in there, and that new total will be at 50. And this is obviously for next year's school tuition. And then last is vacation, which last week was at 80. I think I have a bunch of ones in here. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Adding in 20, which will bring us to 100. When I'm done with this video, I am going to take the $5 that I put in, actually I'm just going to do it right now. Take the $5 that I have in my gas, and I'm going to switch out the ones, otherwise this envelope is going to get very full very fast. And actually I might also switch out the 5s. I'm going to take 4 5s and pull out one of those 20s, because I use my gas envelope every week, but that vacation envelope will get really full if I use a bunch of 5s and 1s. So we have $100 there now. So that is what I like to do with my envelopes, is cash out for bigger bills. Otherwise they get to be really full. So we'll do 10 2, adding in 20, which leaves us with 100. Now, with this $8 that came from my spending envelope, rather than rolling it over to the next week, I have a debt snowball envelope. And actually, I forgot to mark this down, but so I take all of the money that comes, or that I have left over in my debt snowball envelope. So I take all the money that is left over from these envelopes, and I put into this debt snowball envelope every single week, and then at the end of the month, I take that out and put it towards an extra debt snowball payment. So as you can see, for the month of September, I had $44. So I took that out, and now we're starting over. So for the month of October, after the first week, we have $8 in here. So I'm going to add that in. So we're adding in 8, and 8 is our balance. And then again, I'll do this every single week. And then at the end, I will take all of that money out of here and put towards my extra debt snowball payment. So that is my budget to budget and cash envelope stuffing video for this week. If you guys are interested in any of the stickers you saw, the cash envelopes, I also sell these binders in a variety of different styles, or the sinking fund binder bundle raffle that I have going on. Click the link in the description below. I have all sorts of super cute stuff in my store, and I hope you guys had a good week, and I hope you have a good upcoming week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!